By the time the Beard Awards arrived, I had begun to recover from the treatment. I was in remission and apparently cancer-free. But the healing process would take time, and now I had to show up at Lincoln Center in New York, greet the other chefs, the restaurateurs, and the press. I wanted to run away. I looked terrible. I had a scraggly goatee because I was unable to shave without peeling away my skin. My hair had started to grow back, but the back of my head was still bald. I looked like a 16th century monk. My legs were sticks, and the skin over my ribcage was sunken in. The tuxedo draped over my shoulders like it would on a hanger. But what really concerned me was that I could barely talk. My tongue was half the size it used to be. It was nearly all tumors, and now those tumors had been vaporized by radiation. It was peeled, red, white, and sore, and the muscles that controlled it had been atrophied by the radiation. Part of my neck and most of my lymph nodes had been removed, leaving nerve damage under my chin. My lips didn't always go where I intended them to, and my speech sounded slurred and distorted. Like eating, speaking was arduous. None of this was a good setup for a public appearance, and it got off to an awkward start. When I arrived at Lincoln Center, many of the country's great chefs tried to avoid me. No one approached me to say hello. I walked through the crowd and felt like a leper. At that time, it did not occur to me that they were trying to act normal, to not have to ask, "How are you doing?" The only good news at this point was that I was reasonably certain I would not win. Nick Kokonas, my business partner, put my chances as only a good friend could. "You have no chance of winning. Dan Barber is going to kick your scrawny ass. He is a great chef, he's been at it longer, and he's from New York. That is a killer combo. And he cooks real food. You're screwed." We had a good laugh at that, but it was exactly what we both thought. I grabbed a glass of champagne as a prop and stood in a corner with my girlfriend Heather. Although I considered leaving, she convinced me to go inside and sit down. I slumped down in my seat and the awards began. These ceremonies tended to drag on. An outstanding chef was the very last award to be given. Finally, Kim Cattrall slinked on stage to announce the last award of the evening. I perked up momentarily, smiled when my name was read as a nominee, and settled back into my chair. Then the announcement. The outstanding chef in America for 2008 is Grant Achatz. I was stunned.